Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for June 5th. June 5th is the 156th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 157th in leap years, with 209 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is integrity. Integrity is a noun that means incorruptibility, firm adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic values, soundness, an unimpaired condition, completeness, or the quality or state of being complete or undivided. Example sentences might include, Officer Wharton's integrity was in question once the accusations surfaced, or Mrs. Applewax built a successful company based on her commitment to integrity. The word integrity comes to us through Middle English and Middle French, ultimately from Latin. First known use of the word integrity is in the 1300s. Integrity. And if you have a word that you'd like me to explore in the Word of the Day section, let me know in the comments. And if I can find it in the dictionary, and it's not nasty, I'll talk about it. And with that, the city of Houston, Texas was incorporated on May 5th, 1837. The country of Denmark became a constitutional monarchy on June 5th, 1837, with the signing of the new Constitution. This is the birthday of American Sheriff Pat Garrett, born June 5th, 1850. He became renowned for killing the outlaw Billy the Kid. Pat Garrett lived to the age of 57. Also the birthday of Pancho Villa, born June 5th, 1878. Pancho Villa was a Mexican revolutionary general and one of the most prominent figures of the Mexican Revolution. Pancho Villa only lived to the age of 45, though. He was assassinated, and it's unclear as to exactly who was behind this assassination and why. Theories abound, but not so much in the way of solid evidence. For my trained people, the first regularly scheduled Orient Express departed Paris on June 5th, 1883. President Franklin D. Roosevelt took the United States off the gold standard on June 5, 1933. Presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated by Sirhan Sirhan on June 5, 1968. On June 5, 1981, the Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported that 5 people in Los Angeles, California had a rare form of pneumonia seen only in patients with weakened immune systems. These turned out to be the first recognized cases of AIDS. Harold Lloyd Jenkins was born on September 1, 1933, named after a popular silent film era star Harold Lloyd. When he got a little older, one of his neighbors thought that he might be able to make it in the music industry and encouraged him to pursue that path. So he went to Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee, and worked with Sam Phillips to get the right sound. Around about 1957, he was thinking his name wasn't very memorable, and he started thinking about a professional name. He was looking at a map and saw the towns of Conway, Arkansas, and Twitty, Texas, and so we know him as Conway Twitty. Since that time, he became quite successful as a country music performer. He developed a devoted following and won lots of awards for his music. The comedian Jerry Clower nicknamed Conway Twitty the High Priest of Country Music. He lived in Oklahoma City for a good part of his recording career from 1962 to 1972. I counted 56 studio albums of his, 10 with Loretta Lynn, and nearly 30 compilation albums, and over 100 singles by himself or with others. Quite a career, Conway Twitty. We mention him today because he passed away on June 5, 1993 at the age of 59. And in honor of Conway Twitty, today's song is Hello, Darlin'. Written and recorded by Conway Twitty, it was recorded and released in 1970. The single made number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles list for 4 weeks in 1970, and the album by the same name also held a number 1 spot on the Billboard Top Country LP list. And the album by the same name also held a #1 spot on the Billboard Top Country LP list for a week in 1970. Hello, Darlin has been covered by several artists since Conway Twitty first released it, and has several mentions and features in popular culture, including a Russian translation recording played by American astronauts of the Apollo crew to Russian cosmonauts of the Soyuz crew as a gesture of goodwill. How about that? Hello, Darlin by Conway Twitty. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Do not disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
Good job. Third time better be a charm. There's no thee there. One more time. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. Are you making some sound? Get on out of here. Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty. Back to work. I think we got it this time.